Hello everyone. Welcome to the Mitsubishi Motors showroom. Today, from My Playground, our new showroom that just opened this past September, we bring you the online presentation for the new ECLIPSE CROSS. I'm your MC for the day, Kaori Otera. We hope you stay with us for the entire program. The presentation begins with a greeting from Mr. Takao Kato, Representative Executive Officer and CEO of Mitsubishi Motors Corporation. Now, please welcome Mr. Kato.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this online event of the new ECLIPSE CROSS. First, I'd like to take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to everyone working hard in the battle against COVID-19 and to offer my deepest condolences for those who have lost their lives. Mitsubishi Motors first began researching electric vehicles in 1964. Our many years of research and development led to this world's first mass-produced electric vehicle, iMIV, in 2009. In addition to the exceptional eco and economic performances, it also delivered smooth, powerful acceleration and quietness, an authentic EV driving experience. Based on such EV technologies, we launched a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, or PHEV, in 2013, Outlander PHEV. EV for everyday use and hybrid for longer outings. You can enjoy driving without any worries about charging. Also, with its twin-motor four-wheel drive system, you can enjoy reliable electric motor driving in any weather and road conditions. Our electric technology enabled our breakthrough for SUVs. Our midterm business plan, announced in July, states our commitment to providing reliable, appealing products by further honing our eco and four-wheel drive technologies. Our first entry in this endeavor is the new ECLIPSE CROSS. In addition to a refreshed design to heighten its appeal as an SUV, it gains long-awaited status as a new PHEV model. Here is the new ECLIPSE CROSS. The ECLIPSE CROSS is a crossover SUV launched in 2017, the year of the 100th anniversary of Mitsubishi's car manufacturing. Combining elegant styling and dynamic mobility, it has won acclaim globally as an authentic Mitsubishi SUV. While the new ECLIPSE CROSS looks more sleek and dynamic, it also boasts higher quality and more elegant SUV styling. Furthermore, we've enhanced utility with a larger cargo space and strengthened the body and suspension for better ride quality in pursuit of higher performance and functionality as an SUV. Plus, the vehicle has inherited the proven systems of Outlander PHEV. Sold in more than 60 countries, the Outlander PHEV is the world's leader in the PHEV segment. How to best optimize our PHEV technology for a distinctive Mitsubishi crossover SUV? We asked ourselves how to meet our customers' desire to expand their range of activity and take on challenges of every kind. The new ECLIPSE CROSS combines an easy-to-maneuver size, highly rigid body, and stronger suspension for nimble, exhilarating driving and highly stable handling. We'd like everyone to test drive and experience the joy and comfort of electric motor driving. Next, we will take an in-depth look at the design, driving performance, and its unique value, even when it's parked.
Our next speaker is Seiji Watanabe, Head of Design. He will tell us about the new car's design. Let me welcome Mr. Watanabe.
Hello, I'm Seiji Watanabe, the Head of Design. ECLIPSE CROSS has grown into a global model, sold in over 100 countries. Today, the vehicle is completely transformed by the addition of a PHEV system. To ensure that the design matched this exceptional technology and performance, we began the design development with our trademark SUV toughness and added powerful dynamism and an elegant appearance. The result is a new urban sporty SUV. Our design concept for the new ECLIPSE CROSS is Daring Grace. It is daring as a sporty SUV with powerful driving performance and agility, and has a quiet, graceful feel when driving the PHEV with our unique SAWC, Super All-Wheel Control technology. The overall design concept elevates these qualities, adding an air of mature sophistication. Let's take a closer look. First, the proportions. The addition of the PHEV model led to a major evolution in the proportions. We have extended the front and rear overhang to accommodate the PHEV system and expand the cargo space. With the major change to the rear design, proportions are sleeker and more flowing. The new evolved form is powerful and dynamic, while being elegant and daring, like the calm confidence that comes with maturity. Next, the front design. The dynamic shield design concept evolved into a sharper, more refined design. To raise the front center of gravity and give it a more majestic SUV-like appearance, we first revised the lamp layout. The daytime running lights and turn signals are placed in the upper part and given a sharp, thin shape, while also raising their visibility for a look that is both tough and progressive. The headlights give off a sporty image and a straightforward expression of their functionality. The headlights are arranged vertically on the bumper side to reduce glare from oncoming cars and pedestrians, and to enhance light distribution, which enables drivers to see the road surface easier at night. Moreover, the three underguard garnishes on the lower bumper express SUV robustness. Next, the rear design. The T-shaped rear lamps accentuate the slant of the rear window. In the rear view, the horizontal emphasis seems to push outwards, creating an elegant flow and sense of stability, resulting in a definitive and very iconic design for the new ECLIPSE CROSS. Also, this thick body panel emphasizes the strength of solidity and a sense of width. Combined with the symbolic sculpted hexagon motif, it expresses the vehicle's high level of stability and handling as a sporty SUV. Next, the body colors. Along with the current red diamond, we added the new white diamond to our Diamond Series lineup. White diamond combines pearly white luminosity with metallic shading, producing a mature elegance that is both charming and exhilarating. Lastly, let's look at the interior. we've pursued higher quality and sophistication. Light gray, a new addition to the color lineup, and the black center panel and side ventilation underscore the black and silver contrast and create a sporty, refined interior. The center display is enlarged, and Mitsubishi Motors' user interface innovations result in greater visibility and a more progressive look and feel. Daring Grace. This is a car that will inspire calm confidence and stimulate your spirit of adventure, your desire to go farther, and to meet new challenges. Please look forward to even more exciting Mitsubishi design in the future.
Thank you, Mr. Watanabe. Let's now learn about how the new ECLIPSE CROSS drives. Hello, everyone. I'm Kei Takaoka. Today, we take a close look at the compelling driving performance of this attractive car, the new ECLIPSE CROSS PHEV model. Here with me is Mr. Masahiro Awano, Segment Chief Vehicle Engineer in the Product Development Division. So, Mr. Awano, let's get started.
Yes, let's.
So, we'd like Mr. Awano to actually drive us in the new ECLIPSE CROSS and tell us about its driving performance. Shall we go, Mr. Awano?
Great, let's go. Ms. Takeoka, did you notice anything when you got in?
It's warm inside, although it's really cold outside today.
Yes, that's right. This is one of the features of PHEV. You can heat up the car without starting the engine.
Right, it has electricity.
Today we're using a heater. But in summer, we can cool it down with the air conditioning.
Wow!
Before you get in, you can make the inside of the car like spring, nice and warm.
That is awesome! You can preheat while the car is being charged, so you don't have to consume electricity from the battery of the car.
Before driving, the inside is already heated or cooled. That way, you don't have to use the AC often while driving. So you enjoy more economical driving.
I see. Just amazing.
So, shall we head out?
Yes, let's go. Mr. Awano, it started out so smoothly, didn't it?
Yes, very.
Even on a hill, it just takes off.
Unlike a gasoline car, it delivers the power and smoothness of an electric vehicle.
I heard the torque kicks in instantly with an electric motor.
The torque is the highest at takeoff, so the initial acceleration is a lot better than typical gasoline cars.
Yes, but just now we are on a hill, so you pressed harder on the accelerator, right?
Actually, no. The same amount of pedal pressure in a gasoline car probably wouldn't get that speed, I think.
So with that much accelerator, the engine doesn't engage.
This car is equipped with a large capacity battery, so it will run on electricity in most cases.
That's why it's so quiet, right?
Yes, that's right.
The engine is not engaged now, is it?
No, it's not. So there is very little vibration or noise, realizing a smooth and quiet drive.
There are no small vibrations that would be caused by the engine. I mean, it's so quiet. Riding in the passenger seat, it's really comfortable, totally relaxing.
For the driver, too. When driving a really quiet car on the expressway, or for an extended time or a long distance, you don't really get tired.
Another thing, Mr. Awano, this is an SUV, so it has a high eye point and hip point, right? You normally feel a little shaking because of that, but with this SUV, there's very little.
This PHEV is equipped with a large capacity battery. Right where we're sitting under the floor are the batteries. By locating the battery there, the center of gravity becomes lower. When the center of gravity is low, lateral and vertical vibrations are minimized, and the car is more stable. The result is driving performance with outstanding straight-line stability. Batteries are heavy, but the power of the motor cancels that out, and you just get the benefits of the lower center of gravity. We were able to achieve that with this car.
Mr. Awano, what kind of car did you want it to be when you were developing it?
We wanted it to be fun to drive. A car for people who want to drive to do something. Meaning, we wanted to develop an SUV that could expand people's range of activity to their heart's content.
That makes sense.
We've improved the driving performance to fulfill the desire of people who drive all the time. The desire to have more fun, to take a step farther, and to go a greater distance.
The Outlander also has a PHEV model that drives extremely well, doesn't it? What's the difference, and how has this car evolved from the Outlander PHEV?
The PHEV system itself is inherited from the Outlander. For the suspension and driving performance, we have tuned the suspension to match the original ECLIPSE CROSS design concept, a car that inspires pursuit of an active lifestyle. For example, when going around a curve, the allocation of drive to the front and rear, the left-right control of the brakes, everything is tuned to align precisely with the driver's intention. In the case of Outlander, tuning is a bit softer, a touch of elegance, but this car is tuned to be more fun to drive.
It truly has the look of an SUV, but also a sense of unity. It's like it's made for driver and car to be one in the driving experience.
I would love for everyone to experience the fun of driving this car.
Speaking of fun to drive, here are some sharp curves. How does it handle in curves like this?
We've honed how this car drives to a cutting edge. Just as you would do with a gasoline car, we've tuned the suspension setting. This ECLIPSE CROSS is equipped with SAWC, which is also in Lancer Evolution. So we've tuned the driving experience to match its exterior look.
In a sense, driving this car is unlike how people expect a typical SUV to drive.
SUVs are known for their handling on rough roads, which is, of course, our target as well. On top of that, we've realized the great qualities of electric vehicles, as well as luxury and sportiness.
So, rough roads, check. Quietness, check. Plus, it's even sportier. I think I got it. It looks like a lot of curves coming up.
The SAWC on the ECLIPSE CROSS PHEV has tarmac mode. Let's try it out here.
By all means. Incidentally, the word tarmac is used in rallies a lot. It means a paved road, right?
As many of you may know, Mitsubishi Motors has refined our four-wheel drive technology in the world of rallies and racing. This is reflected in our SAWC, which controls all of the acceleration, turning performance, and braking force as the car is moving. Some may think there's a difference here between competition cars and general cars. All these controls have been refined in competition. The control that determines driving with skill and precision, and the logic behind these controls is incorporated also into general cars.
Competition, in a sense, is the most extreme form of driving. So you're feeding the proven technology developed for high-performance driving under extreme conditions back into your cars in the market.
On curvy sections like this, a characteristic of SAWC are integrated all-wheel control technology, particularly in tarmac mode, is when you turn the steering wheel, the nose smoothly turns into the corner. We're in tarmac mode, so when you come out of the corner, acceleration response is linear, precisely responding to the pressure on the accelerator pedal. Accordingly, Turning the steering wheel back while pressing the accelerator lets you follow the line just as you intended.
And because it's a motor, the moment you demand power, you get it immediately.
In tarmac mode, the system tunes the car especially for cornering performance. So in tight corners like this, or in a series of corners, it's incredibly easy to drive, and you're able to drive the line you want to drive.
There's no sense that the car swerves or sways.
When you first turn the steering wheel, the nose follows with perfect obedience. Turn the wheel, and the car heads in that direction, turning naturally with ease.
You head into the center of the corner and glide through it like you're pulled by a string.
This is part of what makes driving fun, I think.
Cornering like you're on rails.
Yes, that's it.
Wow, so fast! Really this fast? I mean, really, it's amazing! So fast!
This powerful driving is one of the characteristics of a motor.
An SUV is kind of heavy, but I have to say it is so nimble and really takes off.
Considering its relative weight, the high-output motor combined with four-wheel drive conveys power to the four tires with precision. So it is pretty fast and accelerates just as intended by the driver.
So basically, since it's four-wheel drive power is conveyed to the road surface with good balance and no loss. That's why it accelerates so quickly.
The acceleration is really exhilarating. I hope everyone will experience it for themselves.
Thank you, Mr. Awano. It was a truly fun drive.
Thank you too.
I find myself wanting to take a longer trip. This car really inspires such a desire.
I would like everyone to enjoy the driving performance of the new ECLIPSE CROSS. Another kind of fun with the PHEV model is waiting for you after you park it at the destination.
Next, we go into details on the fun part or values of this car when parked. Now let's call Ms. Nakagawa, who's at a campground standing by. Ms. Nakagawa? Hello, I'm Rinko Nakagawa, and we'll be talking about the values of the new ECLIPSE CROSS PHEV when not in motion. Here are Mr. Minoru Uehara, Chief Product Specialist in the Product Strategy Division, and Ms. Hanako Mizukoshi and Mr. Ryuya Kimura from the Domestic Product and Promotion Department. Thanks for joining us today.
It's our pleasure.
The stylish new ECLIPSE CROSS, which is ideal in urban environments, looks great also in nature, doesn't it, Mr. Uehara?
Thanks. As others have already noted, the new ECLIPSE CROSS looks stylish and is fun to drive. But I'd like to talk a little more about the product planning concept and its background, as well as the values of the vehicle when it's not in motion.
Now, Mr. Uehara, can you tell us about what kind of thoughts you had on designing the new ECLIPSE CROSS?
We, Mitsubishi Motors, think that values of vehicles have been shifting from mere convenience to richer automotive experience. The new ECLIPSE CROSS PHEV was designed to deliver fun as well as new enriched lifestyles. In line with our brand message, we wanted to fully accommodate the desire of customers to expand their range of activity and take on challenges of every kind. For example, if you think only about the environment and fuel costs, compact passenger cars may be more efficient for electric vehicles like PHEVs. Mitsubishi Motors has boldly combined such PHEV with an SUV. An SUV can take you and your family or friends to anywhere in comfort. Plus, four-wheel drive gives you confidence to explore further. And with a PHEV, you can appreciate the fun which is unique to an electric vehicle while being eco-friendly. This was the thinking behind our product planning.
Specifically, in what situations do you want this vehicle to be used?
I can see it in campground settings like this one.
Tell us more.
For example, you can make a long expressway drive comfortably from home to your destination with the gasoline engine. On mountain roads, you switch to clean and quiet electric drive. And here at the campground, you enjoy camping utilizing electricity from the PHEV. On the way home, you use the gasoline engine again for a leisurely, relaxed trip. That's how I see the new ECLIPSE CROSS being used.
I get it. The possibilities seem endless.
Thank you.
Now, could you tell us more about the values when the car is not in motion?
There are two major values. The first is the large capacity 1500 watt power supply.
How can we actually use this power supply capability?
Well, for example, it can be used not only when the vehicle is in motion, but also when it is parked. A 100-volt AC power source supplying 1500 watts enables the use of electrical appliances. Mr. Kimura, do you know what kind of appliances our customers have been using recently? Yes, on a cold day like today, for example, they use electric blankets like the one you have on your lap, Ms. Nakagawa. I believe it is nice and warm, right?
Yes, it is.
Right now, the battery of the ECLIPSE CROSS is warming up the blanket.
Is it true? It is indeed warm and comfortable.
Yes, I'm glad you feel warmer.
So this warmth is supplied by the new ECLIPSE CROSS? But I thought that would be difficult, as electrical appliances that generate heat usually consume a lot of electricity.
True, but the large capacity of 1500 watts is enough to be used for such electrical appliances.
I see.
By the way, we have various appliances in this tent today. Basically, the new ECLIPSE CROSS can supply electricity to all of them. Needless to say, it can power this electric heater and charge this smartphone.
I'm impressed.
Also, PHEV owners often tell me that they dry their hair with a dryer, utilizing the power supply after they play in a river or at the beach. I've also heard of another way of using PHEV's power feeding. People clean their backyards with leaf blowers.
Wow, they find all kinds of uses for it. So it can comfortably be used for so-called workation or remote work. For example, you could park in a campground like this, at the beach or by a river, wherever you like. I think it's great to be able to work at will. That's really exciting. It seems like it's opening up new lifestyles. There is more to the appeal of the new ECLIPSE CROSS in addition to the 1500-watt electricity supply, right?
Yes, indeed. The second point is V2H, which stands for Vehicle to Home. You can connect your vehicle to your house and use it as a source of household electricity. Furthermore, a PHEV itself can generate electricity using the gasoline engine, so it can supply electricity for an extended period of time.
I see. So in emergencies such as blackouts or disasters, it can be a source of electrical power for home? Exactly. And emergencies are not the only case. Mitsubishi Motors is conducting various experiments in Japan and overseas to contribute to realizing peak shift, stable renewable energy supply, and solving other issues. I see. A car that can supply household electricity, playing a useful role even when parked. Indeed, new values. There's so much more to talk about, but we're running out of time. And it is getting dark.
Yes, it is. How about some hot coffee? I'll make some. I'll turn on the lights.
Mr. Uehara, Ms. Mizukoshi, Mr. Kimura, thank you so much for sharing your insights. To wrap up, I'd like to ask for a few words, starting with Mr. Kimura.
Today, I've talked about specific ways of using the power supply capability. But really, there will be as many different ways to use it as there are people. For example, I like snowboarding, and when I take a break, I would like to boil some water for coffee, instant noodles, or a cup of soup. There's nothing better. I'll be delighted if what I've shared today prompt people watching this to think of their own way of using this power supply capability.
Thank you. How about you, Ms. Mizukoshi? We've talked about all kinds of uses and new values, but real appreciation will only come by actually using the vehicle. I would like everyone to experience it firsthand. I'm sure that's true. Thank you. Finally, let's hear from Mr. Uehara.
2020 is the dawn of the new normal era. Lifestyles are diversifying, and so is the value that owners seek in their vehicles. Compare the time your vehicle spends moving to when it is parked. Being parked is much longer. It is our hope that the values when not in motion we've talked about today will enrich everybody's lives.
Thanks again to all of you. Now let's return to our two presenters in the showroom. Thank you. Though our time today was brief, I hope everyone got a good sense of the great appeal of the new ECLIPSE CROSS.
Yes, and I think it will exceed their expectations. The distinctive design that inspires an active lifestyle. PHEV that enables enjoyable electric motor driving. Power supply function for outdoor leisure or emergencies. And the SAWC system for fun and stable handling. All these embody the Mitsubishi unique crossover SUV. PHEVs incorporate every component of electric vehicles and can function both as an EV and as a hybrid. From manufacturing to use, disposal, and reuse, we believe PHEVs are an optimal solution to many of today's environmental issues. In addition to this new ECLIPSE CROSS, we will eventually unveil the next-gen Outlander PHEV. In the ASEAN region, we have been marketing the current Outlander PHEV since 2019. We will continue to lead the PHEV category and plan to raise the proportion of EVs in the total sales to 50% by 2030. Through promoting our EVs, we will contribute to realizing a sustainable society. EVs with large capacity batteries can also function as mobile storage batteries, a reliable source of power supply in emergencies. To swiftly provide such EVs to areas of a disaster, Mitsubishi Motors plans to conclude cooperation agreements with local governments across Japan by the end of March 2023. In fact, when a super typhoon hit Japan in 2019, we sent 12 Outlander PHEVs to the affected areas. At nursing homes, these vehicles were used to supply electricity to refrigerators, washing machines, and other appliances. The new ECLIPSE CROSS PHEV will surely play the same role. By reinforcing our eco and four-wheel drive technologies, we will fulfill our commitment to providing reliable, attractive products globally. In November, the gasoline model of the new ECLIPSE CROSS was launched in Australia and New Zealand. In Japan, we began taking pre-orders on October 15th. In fact, sales at our dealer affiliates start today on December 4th. I really appreciate our customers for placing orders already. If you are seeking a more active lifestyle and new challenges, let the new ECLIPSE CROSS be an ideal partner for your journeys.
Thank you, Mr. Kato. And I hope everyone can get out and take a test drive. Thank you for joining us today.
Drive your ambition, Mitsubishi Motors.